Once again, another episode of Kere Konoma Main Man, Mandla, who's going to introduce himself and tell us what he does for a living right now in 2020. Sir, Mandla, take it away, sir. Just say your name and what you do for a living in 2020.
Ratata. This is Mandla Nene, and I'm currently a resident engineer, which is under a telecom company, which is MTN.
Okay.
So yeah, we basically put down the towers, the things that you see on the mountains for network transmission. This conversation is also made possible by me.
Okay, it's fine. Not yet. Okay, brother. So just tell me, how did you get to even be there? Like, for instance, let me just take it back to your education history. Where did you matriculate? Where did you matric?
I actually matriculated in Darnall Secondary School, which is close by Estang.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then your higher education, where did you get it?
In University of Zululand.
Oh, Unizul, shout out. Okay. What did you study there? What did you study in University of Zululand?
I studied computer science.
Okay. Oh wow.
I finished everything in record time till masters, where I had a lag behind.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Okay, so how long? When did you enter varsity and when did you exit varsity? I want to get to the.
I entered varsity in 2006.
Okay.
And I completed my masters in 2012.
Studying computer science.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then obviously after that, the job market is calling. You currently said you are working for MTN. Basically, you guys work on putting up towers, your 2G, 3G, 4G, now we're 5G. So I'm guessing more work just keeps on building and coming on your way, which is great. So your work history, can you just take us through your work journey? I've worked here, I did this, so that people can know you don't just get to be where you are by just waking up and that's where you are. There's things that you've done, because obviously it's been a while since you've been working.
Yeah. So first of all, it started little, because you know how life is in varsity. You live on the crumbs. So I started tutoring in varsity.
Oh, okay.
So it's on Java languages, programming, and also computer application. That's my first mini job while I was still studying. And then afterwards, we had an opportunity of vocational work in Accenture.
Oh, okay.
And then from there, I got recruited by the Center of Excellence, which is a center run by Telkom.
Okay.
And then I started working for Telkom in 2012. Yeah. So from then I work in Telkom for like 4 years.
Okay.
A couple of months. Then I moved to working for Botswana Telecom Company, which is a customer of Rutech, which is a company in South Africa. So I provide services to Botswana Telecom.
Wow.
And then from there, and then I move into utility telecom, which is about power lines. I worked with Germiston Eskom, Simapen.
Okay.
Then from then I jumped on into an international company, which is Nokia.
Oh, so you've just been just this is good to hear from my brother.
It is, although we in between there are struggles, but I think sometimes the stepping stone which gave me a lot of head starts is the education, basically. The masters when you get into an industry, there's nothing you can't actually understand or do.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think it helped a lot.
Okay.
When it comes to that, yeah. So
Okay,
I got in. Okay.
You know, it's just that most people say, which once you have a master's, there's this thing that once you have a master's, you can't be hired, you become too overqualified. There's that myth that I don't know where it came from. So you saying what you're saying is actually very refreshing, because this is the first time I'm hearing somebody saying, I got a master's and I work. Most people say, don't get your master's, get it while you are working, and then you can do it then, because if you get it, they won't hire you. So it's very good to hear. With the master's, actually, you can actually get work and whatnot. That's great to hear. So you were speaking about obstacles. Yeah?
Yeah, say that again.
You were speaking about obstacles. What are the obstacles you've had in your career journey, in your working, ever since you started working, some of the problems you've had, some of the things that you feel like, man, if I would have done this thing like this, I would have gotten where I am right now faster, or I'm not where I am, where I want to be, because I've done certain things. Then advice basically you can give to a person who's watching, who say, yeah, take these steps. Yeah,
one thing I've learned, because I think my other weakest point that I ever had was sometimes if I have a task given to me, I will take it lightly. For example, once I foresee its realization, I take it lightly, and then obviously in that it impends the project actually moving forward. So those are the things that actually have delayed me. I get into a point where I just become complacent.
Okay.
I lose the hunger.
Not because you want to do the work, but you know you can do the work.
But I just
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, that's one of the thing. And then one thing I've learned from that is that whatever that you are given to, whether it's a task or whatever you're supposed to do, you have to do it properly. As in, like, even if you find something that you love and passionate about, then I managed to overcome that. Then from there I was able to break out of telecom, because I got into a point where working for them for 4 years, and then I was like in a ceiling.
Okay.
So from that I was able to break out and then get a new job, and obviously, which is greener pastures, if you wanna call it that.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So tell me, like right now, in terms of the industry you work in, since you work with computer science, you guys are one of the few lucky people who actually, even with us going through the recession with the COVID, you guys are working, you're at home, you're still able to provide for your families. A person who wants to get into the industry that you're doing right now, a kid who's watching this now, who's already maybe like started in computers, because now I think with computers, they started very early in high school, who's already in it. Or a person who hasn't started, what subjects did you do, first of all, in high school? Let's just stay with high school, because that's where the problem starts. By the time you get to varsity, it's kind of like tricky. Which subjects did you go and did basically in high school to enable you to say, okay, fine, now I can do computer science in varsity and get my master's and work for these companies? Because I don't think you did like music. Maybe you did music, I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, probably in the lower grades, some of those things they become extramural activities. But
I will wait for you to come back. Yeah, I will wait for you to come back. Hope they are not calling you. Okay. Okay, I can hear you now. You were saying in the lower grade, those things become extramural activities, then take it from there?
Yeah, and then from there, when we got to the higher grades, then I took the path of doing science. By that time, that course was called S17, where you do mathematics, computer studies, biology, what geography, physics, in the language, in languages.
Okay, so
obviously.
So basically, you're telling me what you did science and maths in high school. Okay,
yeah.
And everything that comes with that, and then obviously that enabled you to get into varsity. I'm guessing you got like dope marks, and then you want to get university. Then you were able to study computer science. Then after that, then you started going into the job sphere and working the job sphere and growing and being where you are. Because one of the reasons why I'm actually interested in your particular career, my brother, the computer science is very, very helpful. And most of us now, most people who are back there are getting into it now more than ever. But when we were growing up, it wasn't a thing. It was never a thing. You grow up, you are going to study certain things that the people before you study because it's safer. But now there's more opportunities if you take with these kinds of careers, especially anything that has to do with technology. There's more careers though. Okay, cool. Mr. Mandla, you said you had an honors on it. Is there any honors? Sometimes you have an MBA. Are you still right now? Are you studying, or you've paused and just focusing on your career right now?
We are rolling out 5G, and then nobody knows what it is.
Okay.
Because we are faced with that, we also have to build it. So, in order for you to actually know how to carry out your task, then you have to equip yourself. So you attend. I still do courses. I still do training. It never stops. Okay. Yeah.
You love what you do, so those things, they just add more on the pot of the deliciousness in your mind. Not like you're doing something, people are forcing you, hey, do this thing, and then whatnot and whatnot, which is very, very cool. And what I'm noticing with the people I'm interviewing who are very successful, I would say doing what they love, and you never go wrong. You know what I mean? Especially when it comes to education. I can hear with hobbies and everything. I'm talking about being education, sitting down, studying, whether you get it informally or formally, but doing what you love is like the common thread I'm getting with everyone I'm interviewing like right now. You know what I mean? I just want to find a way to never land. And so a person, like a kid who's watching this and say, hey, I want to work with 5G, what advice can you give to them before we end this thing? I want to also not be part of this 5G boom that's coming. Because it's coming and it's going to boom. We know that. What advice can you give to people who want to get into this thing, Anjalo, who are watching you right now?
Or who want to take Unabo, run things for 5G?
Basically go on the same career path you're on right now.
Of companies which exist in this domain area. There's Ericsson, there's Nokia, and Huawei, and then there's the likes of Juniper. So those kind of companies, they even provide certificates in the areas that they specialize in. There's a place called Tokyo IT or PSC in college.
Okay.
So where you get to do the certification. When you do the certification, then you're qualified in a network engineer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. How long does that take if one wants to study that?
Yeah, it depends on what course you're doing. The first course probably will take you a year.
Okay.
Yeah, and in some courses which are really course-grained will take you a bit longer.
Okay, but that's information. No, I'm listening.
Yeah, but there are things like self-study. And then self-study, you don't really have to pay 100,000 and 200,000 to actually get that course. What you can do is you can source out a book which is self-study, teach yourself technology, and from there you just go into an exam and write it. Because some of us we don't have a convenience of paying 100,000 for 6 months or a year course.
Okay. Oh, wow, I didn't know that. I didn't know that, but there's other avenues that people can pursue when it comes to the thing. Okay, sir, I think you've shared a bit too much. By the way, this guy, don't look at him with the head. Everything is working somewhere. Are you like where you are at home right now? Are you able to work?
Yeah, I'm able to work from home. Yeah.
As you can hear, those are the kinds of careers we want. Like, can you please just turn the camera around and show people where you are? Because maybe they think the network is better. You really
I'm in the fundos, lower structures.
So that they can see.
I have pyramid scheme.
The network went. Yes.
Struggling with the network now.
Yeah, well, I'm just gonna talk over you. You saw where this guy is from. That's where he is actually from. And for him to move from where he's from and be able to do the things that he's doing and working for some of the companies that he's worked for, to me, that's very incredible. It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter where you're from. This thing of we don't have money, we are poor. It's don't give yourself excuses. If you want something and you really, really want something, you can go and get it. You can go and get it, educate yourself, empower yourself, and be like Mr. Mandla. Look at the hairstyle he has, the way he is, but he's able to earn a very good salary working. Don't let the look confuse you. This guy is he's incredible. Just don't let the look confuse you. Yeah. No, Mandla, thank you very much. We need to do another proper interview, like a one-on-one when I'm
that will be dope. Yeah.
That's why, because of the network thing, we'll take this one, and then once we do part 2, we'll do another one to do a follow-up, and then recap on some of the things we've spoken about. Sir, thank you very much for your time. Yeah.
Ratata, career corner.
Ratata, career corner. Ratata.
Ratata.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. We're signing out. Thank you, sir. See, the full interview will be on YouTube. Cut. We're out.
Sweet.